The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. Father, I come before you now, not with fancy words, but with a wounded heart, tired and in need of rescue. You see every tear I couldn't hold back. You know the wounds I try to hide even from myself. And that's why I cling to this verse, because I need your closeness now more than ever. Lord, the psalm says, you are near to the brokenhearted. So, stay here with me, not just as a distant thought, but as the real presence that holds me up when everything feels like it's falling apart. I'm not just looking for answers, God. I need to feel your presence. I need your voice to calm the chaos inside me. Speak to me today. Restore me. Touch the parts of me I can't fix on my own. I give you this prayer, this pain, and this moment. Sometimes we smile on the outside while silently bleeding on the inside. There are wounds we carry, not on our skin, but in the hidden places of our hearts that no one sees, no one understands, and no human hands can heal. These are the hurts that linger, the scars that remain long after the incident has passed. They whisper lies about who we are and what we're worth. They affect how we love, how we trust, and how we show up in the world. And it's in these moments, when our soul is screaming, but our voice is silent, that we cry out to the only one who truly knows what's broken inside us. Jesus. Jesus, I come to you not with a neatly packaged life, but with pieces. I don't have the answers. I don't know how to undo the damage, how to erase the pain, or how to start over. But I believe you see me, even here, even now. I believe you're not put off by my mess, my trauma, my regrets. You come close to the brokenhearted, and I'm broken. So I run to you, not with eloquent prayers, but with a trembling heart that says, help me, Lord. Some days the pain resurfaces without warning. A memory, a word, a silence, and suddenly the weight is unbearable again. I feel like I'm back at square one, trying to hold it all together when everything inside me is falling apart. But this time I don't want to hide it. This time I bring it to you, Jesus, because I've realized that pretending doesn't heal me. Pushing through in my own strength doesn't restore what's been lost. Only you can do that. Only you can reach into the unseen and do what no one else can. Heal what's been fractured. Mend what's been ripped apart. Speak peace where only chaos remains. So here I am, with my broken story, my aching heart, my fragile hope, asking you to begin the healing that I can't create on my own, asking you to do what you've always done, take what is broken and breathe life into it again. Jesus, I've tried to fix it. I've tried to move on. I've tried to act like I'm okay. But the truth is, I'm not. I'm exhausted from the effort of pretending. I'm tired of telling everyone I'm fine when I'm falling apart inside. I need more than a moment of relief. I need true restoration. Not just healing for my body, but restoration for my soul. Restoration for my faith, my identity, my heart. There are nights I lie awake, wondering if I'll ever feel whole again. Wondering if the pieces of my heart can ever be gathered. If the parts of my story that feel wasted can be redeemed. But then I remember that you are the Redeemer. You take what the enemy meant for evil and use it for good. You don't just fix things, you make them new. I don't need a bandage over my pain. I need a resurrection. I need you to breathe over the dead parts of me, the parts that gave up, the parts that stopped believing, the parts that were too hurt to keep hoping. I need you to speak to my heart, like you spoke to Lazarus in the tomb. Come forth. Call the parts of me that have been buried in pain to rise again. And God, I know you're able. I know you are near, even when I don't feel it. Even when my tears blur the truth, I believe you're still with me. I believe that your presence never leaves, even in the lowest places, even in the ashes of what I once hoped for, even in the silence. You are here. Help me to trust again. Help me to believe that something beautiful can still come from my story. Help me not to rush the process, not to despise the waiting, not to give up in the middle. I may not know how you're going to do it, but I know you will. Because you are faithful, and you love me far too much to leave me like this. So I surrender. My pain, my questions, my brokenness. I place it all at your feet and ask you, Jesus, to do what only you can. Heal me, not just so I feel better, but so I can live again, so I can love again, so I can be a witness of what only grace can do. There are wounds that only God can see, but I know that if He sees them, He can heal them. And that is the hope I cling to today. It's not always easy to admit that we're hurting. So often we carry our pain as if it were part of who we are. The wounds of the past become part of our story, and we begin to live with them like unwanted companions, quiet, heavy, always lingering. We try to smile through the ache. We try to stay strong for others, but deep inside, we know we're breaking. And then comes a moment when the soul can no longer bear the weight, when the heart cries out for something more than just survival, when all we truly want is peace, true, deep, healing peace. And this is where God steps in and gently says, "Give it to me." Not ignore it, not suppress it, but surrender it. Lord, I've tried for so long to carry all of this on my own. The pain of broken relationships, the disappointment of dreams that didn't come true, the grief over things I've lost, the scars from words that still echo inside me. And I thought I had moved on. I thought I had healed. But all it takes is a moment, a memory, a voice, a place to remind me that the wound is still there. And so today, I surrender it to you. I surrender the parts of me that I've hidden from the world. I surrender the tears I've cried in silence. I surrender the nights I couldn't sleep, the thoughts that kept me up, the fears that held me captive. Because I was never meant to carry this alone. I was never called to walk through this without you. So God, I place this pain in your hands, the hands that formed the universe, the hands that healed the sick, the hands that were pierced on the cross. Those same hands now reach out to hold my brokenness. And I trust you. Even though I don't always understand, even though the healing may not look the way I expected, I trust that you are doing something deep within me. I trust that you are restoring what the enemy tried to destroy. Help me, Lord, not just to surrender once, but to surrender daily, to release what I've placed in your hands and not pick it back up again. Teach me to let go, not because I'm giving up, but because I'm giving it to the one who knows how to carry it far better than I do. Go to the places in my soul that no one else can reach. Touch the hidden wounds. Speak into the silence. Shine your light in the darkest corners of my heart. Let your healing flood those places with grace and peace. I don't want to just survive this pain. I want to be transformed by it. I want to look back, not with bitterness, but with gratitude. Gratitude for how you carried me, for how you loved me through it all, for how you never let go, even when I was barely holding on. Restore the joy I thought I had lost. Rebuild the confidence that was shattered. Revive the dreams that once felt dead. Teach me to live again, with laughter, with love, with courage. Because the person I am becoming on the other side of this healing is stronger, softer, and more rooted in you. And I believe, Lord, that you are not finished with me, that the story is still being written, that the best pages are yet to come. So here I am, not perfect, not whole yet, but willing to surrender, willing to heal, willing to trust that your hands are making something beautiful out of all the broken pieces. It's not always easy to admit that we're hurting. So often, we carry our pain as if it were part of who we are. The wounds of the past become part of our story, and we begin to live with them like unwanted companions, quiet, heavy, always lingering. We try to smile through the ache. We try to stay strong for others. But deep inside, we know we're breaking. And then comes a moment when the soul can no longer bear the weight, when the heart cries out for something more than just survival, when all we truly want is peace, true, deep, healing peace. And this is where God steps in and gently says, "Give it to me." Not ignore it, not suppress it, but surrender it. And if this prayer spoke to your heart, if somewhere in these words you felt God drawing near to you, I want you to know, you're not alone. This space was created for people just like you, those who are learning to trust, to heal, and to hold on, even when it hurts. So if you need more prayers like this, if you want to walk this journey of healing and restoration together, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, not just to follow content, but to become part of a family that believes in the power of God's presence to heal what we cannot fix. Leave a comment below. Share your prayer request. Let us pray with you, cry with you, believe with you, because healing doesn't happen in isolation. It happens in community. And right here, your home. God bless you. And may His peace wrap around your heart tonight, like a quiet whisper of hope